Alright, so here is your 5-minute instruction on what to do. You will have a scanner. It doesn't look like this one. After you open the program, that should be self-explanatory. First thing you do is scan the barcode. And I sure hope you could see this, but this pops up two choices. This is at most important that you choose the one that has a K number, not the straight line. So 16K, and that one would have been a reject. So I'm going to go on again. I'm going to do it again. This one has two choices again. This happens about 20% of the time. Choose the one that has a number and the letter K, not the one that has a dash. So this one would have been an accept. You would have bought this one. I really hope you can see this, or I'm going to be embarrassed. Now, this one has two choices, and has two choices that have K figures. That rank 89K, rank 4K. Check the 4K first, and that's an accept. Check the lowest K number first. Now, had that have been a reject, check any number that is below 125,000. So 89,000, you would have, and it would be an accept. Sometimes you'll have one that'll have like 23K will be a reject. It'll say like 110K, and that one will be accept. As long as either one works. As long as it's under 120K. In essence, 120,000. Alright. So when you first get into the screen, it's going to look like this. All your settings are input. All you need to do is click on that one. Scan it. That's a reject. Now, I'm going to try to leave that to where you can see it as I go. This has a sticker covering the original barcode. Anytime you see a sticker on top of a UPC code, scan that one first, then pop it open and scan the original. If either one is an accept, buy it. Alright. Next one is I scan the sticker and it does not come up. I pop it open. This is easier to do when I'm not recording. And I scan that one. This would have been a reject for you. Scan the sticker. The sticker comes up with an accept. So as long as you get the green check mark, buy it. If curiosity just gets the better of you and you want to scan the middle one after, as long as one of them has a green check mark, we're good. Providing it's under 125,000 if it comes up with a multiple choice. Now I buy DVDs that are all the way up to 300,000. But when it's a multiple choice, you pick the ones that's under 125,000. Alright. That would have been an accept. This one has, about 100 stickers. Scan the out one first. That didn't come up. So you scan the middle one. And that one comes up, well, for you a reject. I buy it because I got it dirt cheap. So, now, next part of my lesson is this. If it has space for 2 DVDs, make sure both DVDs are in there. Occasionally, you'll find a case like this, where it's multiple DVDs And again, make sure the DVDs are in there and make sure they match what it's supposed to be. This one, on the other hand, makes it super easy. Anyway, so you get the point. Now, some cases you come across, it'll have a space for two, but occasionally that part will be missing and you will only see one, but you'll see these little tabs and think, okay, potentially one's missing. That does not mean it's a definite missing. What I do then is I look at the outside, I see that one, and I see it should have this one, but it's not. So that's more than likely what went there. If you come across this and it does not have both DVDs, obviously do not get it. However, if you come across it like this one, where you see the little tabs, and you look at it, Story of Ruth, it don't look like it has two, buy this one. So this right here does not necessarily mean that it should be two discs. DVD companies use the same case for both. So, make sure both of them's in there. If you come across the slot in the middle, check it, make sure that, okay, this is just one, that's good, going on. Alright, this one is very important. Most DVDs have a label, so you can tell what it is. These DVDs do not. This happens about 1 out of 10 times. The name of it is printed along that little circle. So the Girl Next Door unrated, the Girl Next Door unrated. So you know you're good. This is the only disc that I cannot fix if it has scratches. Minor scuffs, okay, but heavy scratches, I can't do heavy scratches on this type because my machine won't fix this. My machine only handles the one that has a label. If it is a, I don't even know what you call them, non-label, shiny part face up, I don't know. Anyway, so this one has little scuffs. You probably can't see it in the camera. Little scuffs I'm fine with. Heavy scratches, if it's shaped like this, I do not need it. Do not want it. Alright. I picked this one here because it also has a case where the tabs are broken. I put them in new cases, so I'm not really worried about that. There's only one exception to that, and that is this style case. This style case I cannot change because it's built into the case itself. So this one has tabs broken. It's a long shot whether or not I'll be able to sell this one. Alright, moving on. Next is seasons. Seasons, if you find them at the right price, buy them because, you know, if you scan it and it tells you to check mark, you're good. But most places charge too much for seasons for you to make any money. If you do buy seasons, very, very important, you check, make sure that all the discs are there. All too often, I'll find a situation where it looks good, and then I keep flipping, and lo and behold, there's one missing. This happens a lot. Again, I do not think that you'll buy many seasons because it's hard to find them for a good price. Alright, moving on. Next is sleeves. Sleeves are the cardboard that slides around some DVDs, but not all DVDs. Now, most sleeves have a cutout to where you can scan the barcode. So you can scan it and move on. Very important that you make sure that it is the same movie. If the sleeve says Fat Albert and that ended up being Rockin' Body, then leave the sleeve, scan the DVD. If the DVD check marks green, buy it. This one, by the way, would have been a reject for you. Alright, That in essence is all you have to do. Obviously, making sure it has the right DVD in it is paramount. Making sure that it matches the cover, paramount. Okay, so I'm almost positive you could tell from there what to do. Occasionally, though, you come across some that don't have a barcode. This rarely ever happens with DVDs. It does happen on CDs. If it happens on CDs, skip them. Only scan ones with barcodes. However, on DVDs, there's two names that I would hope you familiarize yourself with. This is made by Beachbody. Rockin' Body, Hip Hop Abs. Hip Hop Abs has like 4 or 5 of them. I don't care what it is, I want it. If you find a whole stack of these, I want every one of them. If you find a whole stack of these, I want every one of them. You won't be able to scan it because it don't have a barcode. I want these two names. Sean T is the same guy, and he does Beachbody, Rockin' Body. Anyway, I want them all. Now, occasionally though, you'll scan it, and it says you found a Beachbody Hip Hop Abs that has a barcode, and you scan it, but it says no results found. Hip Hop Abs, I want every one of them. As long as it's got the right disc on the inside, I want it. Now, Hip Hop Abs, this one has 1. This one has supposed to have 2. Here's a case where the tabs meant that it was missing a DVD. So I look at this DVD, it says Ab Sculpt, Total Body. There should be Fat Burning Cardio and Secret to Flat Abs. So this one is useless to me because it's missing the DVD. Alright, moving on. If you come across, I come across this a lot. It's where they'll have a carton that'll have 2 DVDs or 3 or whatever. If it's got a barcode on the outside of it, scan it. Here's a case. These 2 DVDs were useless. These 2 wouldn't scan, but the outside one did. The outside came up, green accept, I want it. I bought this one yesterday for $1 for the whole thing. 50 cents and 50 cents. So, they charged me $1. I paid $2 for this season. And I'd love to be able to quickly show you the receipt. I bought all of these, and all of these the same trip. I bought 300 DVDs that day. Blu-ray, if you can find them to where you can make money at $2.50, I'm all the more welcome. Scan it. If it scans green and you can make anything at all, buy it. If you can't make anything at $2.50, don't buy it. Just because you would think Blu-ray was the most popular, it is not the most valuable. Blu-rays are overproduced. It's rare that I found that many Blu-rays at one spot. So, DVDs, plain old DVDs. I've never heard of that one. Never heard of that one. I have heard of that one. Never heard of that one. I've heard of that one. I think I've heard of that one. I've never heard of that one. Never heard of that one. Never heard of this one. You're going to find that you have no idea what the movie is, never seen it. That's fine. Scan it. Do not go by popularity. So many movies that are popular, I can't sell them and make money, so I don't. I buy things that are odd, that you just wouldn't want to watch it personally, but yet somebody does. So, rewind this, watch it again, watch it a couple times. The biggest thing that I fear that you will have questions about is what do you do if it pops up with more than one choice? If it pops up more than one, if you pick the lowest K number, not the slash. The slash means 0, and 0 is bad. 20K, that'd be the one I choose. Now if you scan it and it pops up 2 of them, yeah, it was right here, I promise it was. Alright, this one. I scanned it and it had 2 choices. Both them choices are under 125,000. Check them both. If either one check green, I want it. Outside of that, I pray you are mighty successful and that I pray you find me hundreds, if not 1,000. If you have any questions, give me a call.